We are the Cool Kids, sponsored by Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, the podcast. Make sure you check it out. So, Monsterverse fans, I actually got to see the new Godzilla and King Kong movie on opening weekend. And I must say, it did not disappoint. It's definitely top tier. I give it a 10 out of 10. So, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Spoiler warnings. If you haven't seen the movie, click off now. The villain of the new movie, Scar King, actually lived up to the hype. He's top tier. He's a menace. Scar King, he ruled by fear. He would kill the other apes just for fun in this movie. I mean, Scar King was a straight up menace. He actually got mad at one of the apes and kicked him in a pit of fire. So just like any good villain in the movie, he had goons on his team and they would go to war. I love the fight scenes inside of this movie between Scar King and Kong. They were going blow for blow. But I gotta be honest, the first battle between Scar King and Kong, he gave my boy Kong the business. I mean, he beat up my boy Kong and then he let Shimu finish him off and then he took his axe. Now, let's talk about Godzilla's new transformation. I love the color scheme. I love the power-up. It was amazing. But to get his new power-up inside the movie, Godzilla actually had to kill another Titan. Now, who is the Titan that Godzilla had to kill? It's the Destroyer. If you're an OG fan, you know. If you're a fan of Godzilla and his atomic breath, you're definitely going to enjoy every moment of this movie. I mean, when it comes to atomic breath, Godzilla did not hold back inside of this movie. Every fight that Godzilla had in this movie, he tried to blow the opponent's head off with that breath. Okay, Monsterverse, so let's talk about some theories. There was a theory floating around that the baby ape was related to Scar King. Throughout the movie, it wasn't confirmed that the ape was related to Scar King or Kong. But the baby ape did have some really good fight scenes. He's very scrappy in this movie. I'm actually interested to see the character development for the baby ape in the future. Now, let's talk about the first Titan, the Titan that had the Monsterverse going crazy. I definitely love the design of Shimu. I'm looking forward to seeing this character in the Monsterverse in the future. It was actually confirmed that Shimu is responsible for the Ice Age. Love the ice powers that Shimu has in this movie. It's top tier. It's on a whole nother level. Battle between Shimu and Godzilla in this movie, it was epic. I don't think Godzilla can win one-on-one. Now, let's talk about another theory. It was a theory floating around that Scar King controls Shimu. And shout out to the Monsterverse, the theory is actually true. Scar King actually does control Shimu in this movie. Scar King controls the Titan Shimu by a crystal on the end of his whip. Every time Scar King wants Shimu to do something, he just clicks the crystal and it causes pain to Shimu. It was actually cool to see that this theory is actually true while watching this movie. So again, shout out to the Monsterverse for coming up with a good theory. So that's my review of the new Godzilla and King Kong Rise of an Empire movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it.